Normally, cheetahs reach speeds of up to 110 kilometers an hour. Here, they barely break a sweat. But then here, they're only chasing a toy.
In the wild, even then, they won't necessarily run every day. If they get a springbok, get to eat all of a good solid meal, they might not hunt until 4 or 5 days later. If they have their choice, they will be asleep on 16 to 18 hours a day. It's a natural instinct for them, unless there's a very, very good reason to run, which is why we say we offer them the opportunity to run, and it's their decision, as you can see, whether they choose to run or not. Romeo, you've been fed already.
Dawn Glover is manager at Cheetah Outreach in Cape Town. The centre homes 11 cheetahs. They were all born in captivity. The centre brings the cats from ethical breeding programmes where they're hand-raised.
Hey, Majik, look at you, gorgeous.
But it means they've never learned to hunt. Instead, they serve as ambassadors for their wild relatives. It gives visitors the chance to build a bond with the predators.
For the cheetahs especially, they're non-aggressive. They're a runner, not a fighter. And for us to show that you can have this amazing relationship and bond with a wild predator, and if they can learn to trust us and live in harmony with us, we should be able to show the same emotional maturity and learn how to live with them as well. This is supposed to be the love affair.
In the wild, they are natural enemies. But Anatolian guarding dog Juliet and cheetah Romeo have been brought up together here. They are the furry faces of a project being funded by the Cape Town Centre to protect wild cheetahs.
You don't need to remind me.
You coming because I'm on my way.
Cheetah numbers have fallen drastically in just over a century, from around 100,000 to just over 7,100. One of the biggest threats to the cats are farmers.
It's going to be too near, Jean.
Almost 2,000 kilometres away, farmer Mornay Brummer prepares to release his flock for the day. It's not always been easy letting them roam. In the past, animals have been lost.
We chose an area, or the area chose us, which is quite difficult to farm in. We've got cheetah, we've got lion coming through occasionally, leopard, caracal, jackal. There's numerous predators in this area.
Many farmers use lethal methods, shooting predators or using poison to protect their livestock. But Brummer was offered another choice. Cheetah Outreach gave him his dog. Now she goes out with the goats.
It's definitely a benefit to not have to go out and kill certain animals to protect your income, your bread and butter. So yeah, seeing the cheetah, the leopard in their natural environment is lovely. Not having to go out with a gun and prosecute them.
Unlike most big predators, cheetahs hunt during the day and so are blamed for much of the lost livestock. The guarding dog program was designed to try to combat the problem.
Dion.
On his farm, Brummer's wife Rosamond runs the dog breeding centre.
Yeah.
Project manager Dion Cilliers has come to see how the dogs are doing. The program provides farmers with a dog for free and pays for its upkeep for 1 year. Now there's even a waiting list for the animals.
The Anatolian Shepherd is quite a huge dog. He's quite bold and he stands back for nothing. They are not attack dogs. They are not aggressive at all. And they would just start barking when a predator is around, and usually that's enough to scare predators away.
Almost 250 dogs have been placed with farmers in northern South Africa. Anatolian guarding dogs first have to be integrated as puppies with their flock. From then on, they are fiercely protective.
In a situation where there's been a lot of rain, for example, the goats might stay out, and then we've had times where the dogs will always stay out with them. They never leave them. Even if they're hungry, they won't come back. They stay out with the goats no matter what.
Yes, and we'll go on to
Back in Cape Town, schools often visit to learn about the organisation's activities and the dog project. Education plays a big role in the work of Cheetah Outreach. Children are also able to learn about some of South Africa's other native species, like this jackal. Most children in this part of South Africa will never get to see a cheetah in the wild. The cats can be found in the northern provinces, but not this far south. For these children, it's a big moment, the chance to actually touch one of these predators. A keeper keeps the cheetah relaxed as they get close. And Cheetah Outreach gets exactly the kind of emotion it hopes for.
I touched a cheetah.
The organisation needs this kind of attention to get financial support to carry on with its work in Cape Town and its conservation project in the north.
Them being in captivity is a very important role to play in terms of the preservation of their wild cousins through the awareness, the education, conservation of a genetic pool of cheetahs, because there are so few of them left in the wild.
The big cats are already recorded as vulnerable on the IUCN's Red List. And for a species coming ever closer to the brink, wild cheetahs need all the help they can get to ensure they have a future in South Africa and beyond.